The legend of Phra Lersi Tafai, the Hermit Sage. The legend of Phra Lersi Tafai is a famous Thai folktale about a hermit sage known for his wisdom, magical powers, compassion, and ability to help needy people. According to legend, Phra Lersi Tafai is also known as Rusi in Thailand. He was born into a poor family in northeastern Thailand. He is a type of jungle preacher or itinerant healer and has been wandering through the wilderness for hundreds of years and still works their magic for those who need help. He is often depicted as a wise older man with a long white beard and a tiger skin cloak. They are described as fortune tellers, spiritual healers, or medicine men who lived secluded in the wilderness and spent their time in deep meditation or producing medicine. Tafai showed signs of extraordinary intelligence and spiritual power when he was young. He was a bright and curious child and showed an early aptitude for meditation and spiritual practice. He left his home, became a hermit, traveled to a remote jungle where he lived alone and in seclusion, and meditated for many years. During his time in the wilderness, Tafai developed his spiritual powers and became a master of magic. He had a deep knowledge of herbal medicine and occult practices. Tafai pursued a more solitary life. Over time, he developed mighty magical powers. He could heal the sick, control the weather, and communicate with animals and spirits. He also became known for his ability to see the future. One day, Phra Lersi Tafai emerged from the jungle and began to help the people of his village. He used his powers to heal the sick, protect the village from harm, and bring good luck to the people. He often traveled to villages to heal the sick and offer guidance to those who were struggling. He was also a strong advocate for preserving Thai culture and traditions. Phra Lersi Tafai is also said to have been a master of meditation and has achieved a high enlightenment level. He is also said to have turned lead into gold and created potions that could cure any illness. He used his magical powers to help those in need, and his reputation quickly spread throughout Thailand. And soon, people from all over the country came to him for help. Here are some of the stories that are told about Phra Lersi Tafai. One of the most famous stories about Phra Lersi Tafai is how he saved a village from a flood. One day, Phra Lersi Tafai had a vision that a dam nearby was going to burst, causing a flood. He immediately went to the village and warned the villagers to evacuate. The villagers initially didn't believe him, but eventually, they agreed to leave. A few hours later, the dam burst, and a flood swept through the area. However, the villagers were all safe because they had evacuated in time. The villagers were grateful to Phra Lersi Tafai for saving their lives and built a temple in his honor. Phra Lersi Tafai's predictions were so accurate that he was known as a living oracle. The legend of Phra Lersi Tafai is a story of faith, compassion, and the power of the human spirit. It is a story that has been told and retold for generations and continues to inspire people today. Phra Lersi Tafai was also known for his ability to predict the future. He is said to have predicted many important events, including the rise and fall of the kings and the outcome of wars. Another story about Phra Lersi Tafai is how he helped a woman give birth in a remote jungle village. The baby was stuck, and the woman was in great pain. Phra Lersi Tafai appeared and used his magic to help the woman deliver. The woman was so pleased as a newborn was rescued, and the mother and the baby were safe. Another famous story about Phra Lersi Tafai is about how he once saved a village from the bandits. The bandits had been terrorizing the villagers for months, stealing their crops and livestock, and the villagers were defenseless. One day, a group of villagers went to Phra Lersi Tafai for help. Phra Lersi Tafai agreed to help the villagers, and he used his magical powers to create a powerful barrier around the village. The bandits tried to attack the village but could not penetrate the barrier. Phra Lersi Tafai appeared and used his magic to drive the bandits away. The bandits were so frustrated that they eventually gave up and left the village alone. He is seen as a wise, compassionate sage who is always willing to help. Another legend describes how Phra Lersi Tafai healed a sick child. The child was very ill, and the doctors could not do anything to help him. The child's parents took him to Phra Lersi Tafai, and Phra Lersi Tafai used his magical powers to heal the child. The child was completely cured, and the parents were so grateful to Phra Lersi Tafai for saving their child's life. Lersi Tafai was a truly remarkable man. His story is a testament to the power of faith and the importance of helping others, and his legacy continues today. Lersi Tafai is also remembered for his kindness, generosity, and willingness to help those in need. Many Thais still revere him as a saint and a miracle worker. His amulets are still highly sought after and believed to have mighty protective and healing powers. Phra Lersi Tafai has so much magical power that nothing dares to disturb. Lersi Tafai has 3 eyes. The meaning of Tafai is fire eye. He has a third eye on his forehead, like Shiva's eye, which is always closed. But if the third eye is open, anything will be burned out when he looks at it. Although Phra Lersi Tafai looks serious and speaks loudly, he is very kind to everyone at the same time. Phra Lersi Tafai is a highly respected figure in Thailand, and many people worship him. He is seen as a symbol of hope and protection, and many people believe he can help them overcome their problems and achieve their goals. Phra Lersi Tafai is a mysterious, enigmatic figure and a prevalent and revered figure in Thai culture. If anyone needs help from Phra Lersi Tafai, here are some of the offerings to make prayer to Phra Lersi Tafai. Worship with 5 incense sticks with candles, 1 glass of water, garlands or fresh flowers, betel nuts, betel leaves, gambier, tobacco or cigarettes to more elaborate offerings such as food and fruit, and chant the Katha to Phra Lersi Tafai to be closer to you. When making an offering to Phra Lersi Tafai, it is important to be sincere and respectful. It would help if you were also specific about your request. For example, if you ask for healing, you should state what ailment you request to cure. The following Phra Lersi Tafai Katha chanting is recorded and repeated 3 times to help you practice the pronunciation. You may recite it for more, according to your faith. Now let us chant the preliminary prayer. Before chanting to any Thai Buddhist statue or amulet, first, chant 3 times of this initial mantra. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Buddhassa.
นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะ
Om-namo-put-tha-ya Na-mae-ti Na-mae-ti Lick-lue Na-mae-ti-ta-wa Pu-lersi-ta-fai Sit-ti-tae-cho Ma-ha-la-pho Ma-ha-ya-so Ma-ha-la-pho It-thi-rit Pra-si-ti-mae Om-namo-put-tha-ya Na-mae-ti Na-mae-ti Lick-lue Na-mae-ti-ta-wa Pu-lersi-ta-fai Sit-ti-tae-cho Ma-ha-la-pho Ma-ha-ya-so Ma-ha-la-pho It-thi-rit Pra-si-ti-mae Om-namo-put-tha-ya Na-mae-ti Na-mae-ti Lick-lue Na-mae-ti-ta-wa Pu-lersi-ta-fai Sit-ti-tae-cho Ma-ha-la-pho Ma-ha-ya-so Ma-ha-la-pho It-thi-rit Pra-si-ti-mae
May the spirit of Phra Lersi Tafai bless you and surround you with his holy presence with the most precious things in life, health, joy, peace, and prosperity.